right here in the corner. Leave it right
How's the volume look?
And get a couple of napkins. Okay, go. One piece of pizza and napkins.
Yeah. Joe gonna do the boys game with you? Don't know.
I don't know yet.
I'm here. I don't sound too good, but I'm here.
Oh, you sick?
Oh yeah, I'm trying not to get you sick. Probably gonna be in the hospital. Everybody else in my family's sick.
Good afternoon. Early game today at South Summit High School. Jeremy Fierro, Cody Bowen bringing you South Summit girls basketball game today at 2, followed by a boys game at 4. We're playing the Providence Hall Patriots, a new school into high school this year. They're playing a bit of a, what's the word? Not a probation, but a work your way in kind of a year. I don't know what the correct word is. They're not on the official region standings this year. Next year they'll go full scale, so they're starting to make their way into a team. Generally have a bit of a younger team, and their teams have competed pretty well today, so we're excited to bring that to you today. Again, their name is Providence Hall. They're out of the south end of the Salt Lake Valley, down in Harriman somewhere, and so they're probably going to be in our region next year, and so it'll be a good way to get introduced and find a nice way to get some good basketball in over the break. South Summit girls basketball coming off a hard loss last Saturday night against a good Wasatch team. A little overmatched. We had a couple girls who were under the weather, sick. Those two girls look to be back, and hopefully will work their way back in. Sierra Davis and Josie Graycheck. Josie's having some appendicitis problems. She had her appendix out. Sierra Davis was under the weather, and so it'll be good to have those two back today. We're just getting ready for the starting lineups. We're starting a hair early. Game's supposed to start at 2, so thanks for joining us. And we'll bring you some good basketball today on a chilly day here in Camas. I'm sure it's chilly everywhere, about 1 degree outside. And it's nice and warm in here, which is the nice thing about winter basketball. It's always nice in this gym, a beautiful gym, and looking forward to a great day today. The girls had a difficult time, as we mentioned on Saturday. A lot of turnovers, not much from the inside presence, missing Sierra. Didn't shoot real well from the outside, and so when you threw that all together, Jeremy, it made for a rough night.
It was. But you know what? Even though they were really getting things handed to them, they didn't quit at all. They kept fighting to the last minute, so I was pretty impressed about that fact. Hopefully it'll be a different game today. Looks like this school's, we look a little bit more evenly matched here, and hopefully we can handle the speed.
Out on the court for South Summit starting the game will be Taylor Reedhead, McKay Wolstenhume, Rachel Ridealt, Sierra Davis, and Natalie Nichols. And Rachel gets the tip right off the bat, and right into the offense South Summit goes. Looks like Providence Hall will start in a man-to-man. They kick it out to McKay. Little 18-foot jumper's up, no good. And a fight for the board. McKay comes out with it, starts it again. And another opportunity for these girls to get going offensively. Struggled, as we mentioned, a little bit. Played a nice quarter Saturday night, but things started falling apart with turnovers as the game progressed. Now a nice shot there by Sierra. No good. Taylor Reedhead on the offensive glass. And Taylor gets the first bucket of the game. 2-0 lead for South Summit. They'll immediately come out into a 1-3-1 press. Put a trap on. Stolen immediately by Nichols. Nichols bounce pass to Reedhead. Back-to-back buckets for Taylor Reedhead on the steal and assist from Natalie Nichols. Quick 4-0 lead for South Summit. And one more time, the pressure from South Summit proving to be difficult here for Providence Hall right off the bat. 2 consecutive turnovers. Natalie Nichols will inbound for South Summit. McKay's got a wide open lane. She dishes off to Sierra Davis, and 3 consecutive baskets in a row. Beautifully done here by South Summit, as Providence Hall having a little difficulty getting this ball into this pressure from South Summit, and this time they do. Get it across half court. First shot of the game up for Providence Hall is no good, and Taylor Reedhead quickly comes out with the board. Taylor moving up the left-hand side. Bounce passes to Sierra Davis. Sierra goes up with the layup. No good. She's fouled. She'll go to the free throw line. So, tough start here for the Patriots. They are down 6-0. Pressure's getting to them early, and Sierra Davis can extend this to an 8-0 lead with 2 good free throws. Sierra's first is up, And a little short, no good. Good to see Sierra back, our tallest girl on the team, and she provides a lot of inside presence, good rebounding, has a nice touch around the basket, and will be a good asset for us today. As Sierra Davis' second shot is good. It's a 7-0 lead. Davis with 3 points already. Davis and Reedhead doing the scoring for the Wildcats. 1-3-1 pressure as Rydalch now gets the steal. Rachel, 3 steals on that pressure as McKay goes into the lane, up off the glass, no good. There's Davis with the offensive board. She'll put it back and is fouled. And one more time, Sierra will go to the free throw line. So looks like quite an advantage with our speed and defense, Jeremy.
Oh, yeah, it's they're putting a lot of pressure on them right now, and you can tell that Providence Hall is a new team. They don't really have anyone they don't have that confident look yet, you know?
Well, when you're at a brand new school, a bunch of brand new girls put together, and early in the year, it takes a little time to build a program, and
it sure does. I remember when I was in high school, we started a lacrosse team, and we got ourselves handed to us every single time we played, and we were varsity team playing at the JV level, and we were getting beat down. But it's tough when you're a new school.
It is. We'll take a timeout. Timeout's brought today by Intermountain Health Center in Park City. Thanks for joining us today. South Summit leads 9-0 with 6:28 left, first quarter. .6:28 left, first quarter. South Summit out to an early 9-0 lead, thanks large in part to this 1-3-1 full court press South Summit's put on. This time Providence Hall does a much better job getting the ball up. Nice shot up there off the glass is no good, and quickly on the rebound comes Taylor Reedhead off to Davis. Davis misses an easy one. Like to have that one back. Good pass there by Taylor Reedhead. Beautiful bounce pass off the break. Sierra misses an easy one. South Summit will maintain possession. Inside, Nichols goes to McKay, and back around the horn to Rydalch with the shot. Is up and no good, rims out. Another big, strong rebound by Davis. This time she's unable to convert, and the Patriots come down with the ball. We'll start getting to work some names in for here. Number 12, Jasmine Bunyakill, as the point guard appears for Providence Hall, as they work their way into a 1-3-1 zone here for South Summit. First shot is up and good by number 2, Alexis Longman for the Patriots, and the Patriots are on the board. Quickly back comes South Summit. Nice cut by Nichols, unable to handle a good pass, and Reedhead goes up, no good. Fight for the board, and coming down with it, number 11, Sierra Banner for the Patriots. Bunya Kittle will run the point for the Patriots. I have no clue if that's how you pronounce that name.
I think that's Bunya Kitty.
Bunya Kitty. All right, there's the shot by Bunya Kitty, and no good. Rydalch with the rebound. South Summit pressing real quickly up off the glass. Rydalch with the bucket, and Rachel gets her first bucket of the night. It's an 11-2 lead.
South Summit's doing a real good job running the floor, Cody.
Yes, they are. And McKay with the steal. Pressure again. She passes back to Rydalch. Ball must be a little cold on a cold day. Girls having a hard time handling it. Cross court over to Reedhead. Reedhead goes up high, no good. And number 24, Hannah Fenwick, comes down with the rebound, and it's knocked away by Reedhead. It was something that South Summit I thought could have done, would have helped them on Saturday night, was try to get up the court a little quicker offensively, because Wasatch really was pressuring the ball up the court. Maybe it would have slowed Wasatch down a little bit, but they were great players, and today we got a chance to work on some stuff as well, as the Patriots now inbound and working away on this zone. Bunya Kitty passing over to number 4, Paige, and trying to find number 34, who's checked in the game, Mayendi. And Bunya Kitty's jumper's up, no good, and nice rebound by Nichols. Nichols kicks out quickly to Wolstenhume. Wolstenhume up off the glass, and McKay gets her first bucket of the night. Nice rebound and pass by Natalie. It's a 13-2 lead for South Summit. And one more time, the steal by Nichols. Bounce pass to Reedhead. Up off the glass. Good. Taylor. And South Summit all over the Patriots early. 15-2 lead. Lots of easy shots coming off the rebound or the steals. And Reedhead one more time up off. And Taylor having a heck of a quarter. 8 points in this first quarter, all off the left-hand side of the bucket.
She goes up with her left hand, too. That's always nice to see.
That was a nice, real nice look. And we'll see how long Coach Wagstaff stays in this press. It's obvious that we'll have some easy pickings here. Early as several subs will check in for South Summit. Graycheck, Vadreen, and Peterson will come in for Ridealts, Wolstenhume, and Reedhead. So fresh girls off the bench, very deep team. 7 seniors, actually 8 seniors. And a sophomore in right now as the Patriots trying to figure out this press. Unable to on that possession as Graycheck comes down with the loose ball, and Josie quickly into the lane, up off the glass, no good. Rebound by Hannah Peterson. She'll be fouled. And nice hustle there by South Summit one more time. And Hannah will go to the free throw line.
Much different story between 2 ball games here, Cody. Last week we couldn't take the ball into the hole at all. Now almost all of our shots have been layups or layups producing foul shots.
Yeah, it's been a whole different story. A lot of outside shots. As you mentioned, Saturday night, that's about all we could get. And now makes a difference when you're 2 feet as opposed to 15 feet. Good free throw there by Hannah. She makes 1 of 2. It's an 18-2 lead for South Summit. And Providence doing a better job here maintaining possession.
Seconds.
This time 10 seconds, held on to it too long. And so good pressure again by South Summit. All right, Hannah Peterson will inbound for South Summit, far side of the court into Graycheck. Graycheck's been a nice addition, moving in from Gunnison this past year. Inside to Vadreen, up off the glass, no good. Josie with the offensive board, no good. And Vadreen one more time with the board. Comes up top to Hannah Peterson. They'll set the offense again. Coach Wagstaff wanting another new play. And we go down to Graycheck. There she is. Good position on the right block. She's going to get bumped from behind by number 11. That's Banner of the Patriots, and that'll send Sydney Vadreen to the Josie Graycheck to the free throw line for 2 shots.
I like the way that looked. I think the only thing we could have done a little better there is I don't think Josie had to put that ball on the ground. I think she could have went straight up with it.
Yep. Common mistake by a lot of players as they feel like they got to put one hard dribble into the floor to get it up. No need on that one, as in many of these plays, as Jade Snyder, Sammy Rogers checks in for Davis and Nichols. So Josie will get 2 free throws. Misses them both.
Rebound number 34, looks like Jeanette Mandel.
So the Patriots, this time no pressure put on by South Summit. So they'll try to work their offense here. Number 2 into the game, Alexis Longman. And she'll try to go up top to number 4, Banner. Shots up, blocked away by Vadreen, and Hannah Peterson on the break. She gets tripped up, goes down hard. That's hard on the elbows and the knees. That floor is not very forgiving, especially on a hard break. So Hannah will try to shake that off. And checking in is Taylor Reedhead for Josie Graycheck. You're going to have to work her in little by little. As we mentioned, had surgery to remove her appendix last week. So this will be a good game where she can get a few minutes. Start working her way back to good health. Snyder inside, nice pass to Vadreen, no good. And ball will go out of bounds to the Patriots. Getting a lot of nice looks off weak side screens. Paying off for South Summit as they're getting a lot of easy looks, and now South Summit's back into the press. Peterson gets the steal, kicks over to Vadreen. Rogers is checked in, and Snyder gets the ball blocked.
Number 4, Isabel Page with a good block there.
So now Vadreen will set it up. Screen from Rogers inside to Reedhead. Little jumper by Jade, no good. Hannah with the rebound. She'll get fouled and go to the free throw line again. Hannah Peterson doing a good job on the boards. So Hannah 1 for 2 on her last trip to the free throw line. Hannah's first is too hard off the back of the iron. Hannah now 1 for 3 from the free throw line. Second shot is short and no good as Hannah misses 2 in a row. Rebound by number 4, Paige. Stolen away by Hannah. Hannah very active, goes up off the glass, no good. Fight for the board. Paige will knock it out of bounds. It looks like if they're going to say it was off Paige, yep, so it'll be South Summit basketball. Setting up 4 right across the length of the free throw line. Go inside to Snyder. Snyder a little pirouette. Nice shot there by Jade. Nice. As Snyder gets on the board with her first bucket of the night, it's a 22 lead for South Summit. And they go cross court inside. She kicks it back out to Paige. And Paige to Mandel. Good looking shot right there, almost put in by number 11. Banner, and quickly out comes South Summit again. Pass off to Reedhead, and Reedhead double figures into the first quarter. 5 buckets, all at the exact same spot, the left block. And Reedhead with 10 points leads 22-2, and Reedhead steals again. Reedhead kicks over to Vadrine. Great pass inside to Jade, no good, and a nice rebound by number 11, Sierra Banner, a 5'10". Big girl here for Patriots, tallest out on the court with Sammy Rogers. So there's going to be a foul on South Summit, number 4, Sydney Vadrine. That's the first team foul on South Summit and first personal, obviously, for Vadrine.
A little blocking foul there.
8.8 seconds left in this first quarter. 22-2 lead for South Summit. 3 seconds left as Peterson's going to have to shoot one from half court. It's got a chance, no good off the glass. And at the end of one, South Summit leads 22-2. So at the start of 2, South Summit with a great first quarter, leading 22-2, led by Taylor Reedhead's 10 points. And now Providence Hall will try to get something going offensively. Good hands there by Peterson. This time there's going to be forced a turnover. Peterson's good hands. Got number 4 for Providence Hall. Page in some trouble. And Reedhead now will bring it back for South Summit. Rogers, little free throw jumpers blocked, but rebounding. Hannah Peterson with a nice putback. Working hard on the glass. Peterson's all over on the defense and offensive end. South Summit now leads 24-2.
I don't think I've ever heard Peterson's name mentioned without working hard,
yep,
Cody.
She's a hustler.
You know, in a game like this where it's obvious there's a little mismatch going on, I'd love to see the South Summit girls continue to work on taking it to the basket and not settle for jump shots.
Yep. Reedhead against this man-to-man for Providence Hall. Rogers kicks over to Reidholtz. Reidholtz goes in the lane. Little baseline jumper by Peterson, short, no good, and rebounded there by number 34, Mandel. She'll kick off to Page. South Summit nicely gets out of that press, which was proving to be too much for the Patriots. And Peterson one more time with the steal. She's on the break. Nice bounce pass to McKay Wolstenhume. Has it blocked away by Paige. Paige doing a good job blocking some shots. And Reedhead, sixth bucket of the night. 12 points, 26-2 lead for South Summit. Reedhead, 6 baskets, all right there on the left side. Lays them softly up off the glass. And she's got close to half the points for South Summit as McKay Wolstenhume knocks it out of bounds. It'll be Patriot basketball.
I don't know if you mentioned this earlier, Cody. I wasn't sure, but I just looked down at my sheet here. It's all freshmen and sophomores on this Providence Hall team.
Yeah, usually they start with young girls, and as they grow into that varsity like next year, they'll be all juniors. I mean, Juan Diego did a similar thing. Summit Academy does as well. So
tough for freshmen and sophomores to go up against eight seniors.
Yeah, especially when you're all pretty well new. And Wolstenhume steals it away. And another nice pass to Reedhead's got a chance from that spot again. Great block there by number 12, Boone Yakitty. Is that how we said we were going to say it?
So,
Boone
yes.
Yakitty with the block. Great hustle. She got back into position and knocked it away from McKay. And now Taylor will go to the free throw line to shoot a couple. And Taylor shooting very well. Her 13th point of the night.
You think that's a tough name to say. You should have seen some of the names I saw when I taught in Coney Island, Brooklyn.
Need a pronunciation guide, huh?
Oh, man, it was bad, especially being a math teacher.
All right, 2 for 2 for Reedhead. Full timeout here on the court. We'll take one. It's 28-2 lead for South Summit. South Summit timeout brought to you by Intermountain Healthcare in Park City. We're back at South Summit High School. Providence Hall taking on our South Summit girls basketball team today in a difficult game, trailing 28-2, 6:15 left in this second quarter. South Summit just too much for this new team, and as Jeremy mentioned, all sophomores and freshmen for the new school. And a nice pass stolen out there by South Summit as Taylor Reedhead trying to get a little too quick, throws it away. It'll be South Summit turnover. Providence Hall will get another chance.
Looks like Coach Wagstaff called off the full court press.
Yep, fortunately. Give this team a chance to work on their offense, and it's nice he's put them in a little bit of a zone, give them a chance to shoot a little bit from the outside. Just almost comes out. And Davis gets the nice board and kicks off to Rydalch. You can already see a little bit different team South Summit is when Davis is in the game. He's a big presence, rebounds very well inside. Inside to Reedhead, all the way up in, this time from the right side, no good. And Peterson with the putback. Hannah Peterson having a nice game. Her 5th point, second bucket in the quarter. It's a 30-2 lead for South Summit. Providence Hall now working against this zone defense. Page over to number 1. That's Drews. And Page's shot is up. That one will get in. Nice shot there by Page. Second bucket of the night for Providence Hall. It's a 30-4 lead. Back quickly to Sierra Davis. Hannah Peterson, nice assist. And Davis having a nice game as well. Her 7th point of the half. South Summit leads by 28. This game will probably give all these girls a chance to play as well, as they had a JV game at 10 o'clock this morning. And McKay with the steal off the Reedhead, and now comes back to number 1, Drews for Providence Hall. Number 5 now is checked into the game for the Patriots. That's Lewis. Lewis has the ball now here, and back to Page, over to Drews. Drews thought about it this time, almost knocked away and stolen by Reedhead. Lewis out to Page with the shot. It's partially blocked by Reedhead. It'll stay with the Patriots. Yeah, it is Patriot ball. Referees conferring, making sure they're getting it right. Graycheck and Nichols will check in. Reedhead and Peterson will check out. So Graycheck, Wolstenhume, Rydalch, Davis, and Nichols into the game.
Looks like for Providence Hall, looks like Sierra Banner came in and Hannah Fenwick.
McKay with the nice kick out. Graycheck off the layup. Good. And Josie's first bucket of the night. On a nice break by South Summit again. Running the break, getting easy buckets. And number 2, Longman. Passes out, back again to Longman off the right-hand side from Lewis. And it'll be a turnover from the Patriots. Number 24, as you mentioned, Fenwick. And number 10 now checking in, Montgomery. So each team getting to play. A lot of girls here. Kind of a unique setup today where you have girls and boys playing at the same time. I kind of like the environment where you go boys game, girls game, playing the same team. Makes it easy for a team like this to travel as South Summit works it around. McKay Wolstenhume gets the 18-footer off the left side. Nichols with the rebound. Will kick it back up to McKay. Need to get McKay going. She's a great outside shooter. Rydalch. Little pump fake, goes to an open Nichols with the jumper, no good. Fight for the board, and coming down with it, number 24 for the Patriots, Fenwick. And Longman now will do some point guard duties for the Patriots. Over to Drews. South Summit staying in the zone. Taking a little more time now. South Summit settled into a pretty soft defense, allowing Patriots to move the ball around the exterior as Nichols goes over to McKay. McKay off the little drive and off the layup. Nice. McKay Wolstenhume gets her second bucket of the night. Good drive. Like to see her do that more as well. 36-4 lead for South Summit. Stolen away by McKay. Good hands. And quickly out to Rydalch. Rydalch will go baseline. Nice pass inside to Graycheck.
Nice move.
Very nicely done there by Josie. Her second bucket of the quarter. And the Patriots now trying to find an open spot where they can get a shot off. There's one. One of them's got to start firing it up when they get an open look. There it is.
There it is.
Ooh. Good shot there. No good. Rydalch doing a great job boxing out Page. And Rydalch quickly. Nice bounce pass to Davis. Beautifully done. Sierra missed an easy one. Got another chance. No good. Third offensive board. No good. And Sierra 0 for 3 on that possession.
I don't think she was ready to be that open on that first one.
Nice steal there by Natalie. Natalie quickly comes back off the left-hand side. She's going to be fouled and go to the free throw line. Foul on number 2, Alexis Longman. That'll be the 9th team foul on the Patriots, and that'll send Natalie to the free throw line. Good
hustle by Longman there to stay with Natalie and come back all the way.
Natalie's quick in transition. We saw a lot of that Saturday against Wasatch.
She had a great game, didn't she?
She had a really good game. Had about 15, 16 points and at least that many rebounds. Checking in for South Summit will be Peterson, Snyder, and Vadrine, along with Davis and Nichols, who will stay. Natalie hits her first free throw, her first point of the night. A lot of girls in the scoring column already. Natalie, nice and soft. Good job. 2 free throws right in a row. Great job there by the senior. 8 girls have scored for South Summit already, led by Taylor Reedhead's 14. Inside to number 5, Lewis, up off the glass, no good. I'd like to see Patriots now getting some shots up. That's a good sign as Peterson quickly to Snyder. Snyder up off the glass, no good. Fight for the board. Sydney Vadrine comes out with it. Left alone, she's going to decide to take it. It's no good, short, and will bounce out of bounds. Sydney didn't realize she was so open, said I'll fire it up. A little short, a little sloppy. Easy to do in a game like this. 1:02 left in this first half. South Summit's leading 40-4. Inside to Lewis, stolen away by Vadrine. Dreen up off the glass, no good. Rebound by Nichols. She'll go to the free throw line again. 2 shots for Natalie Nichols.
Time for these South Summit girls to start working on their left hand in a game like this. Always work on the weak hand when you have
absolutely. Especially on these breaks.
Mm-hmm.
Natalie's first shot is good. Free throw line looks excellent for Natalie. 3 for 3. Soft, good rotation. Sliding in there for her 3rd free throw in a row. 3 points on the game. And Natalie's 2nd shot is up. Man, no good this time. And Peterson fighting hard for the rebound again. Hannah into the lane. Nice pass to Snyder. No good. Blocked away. And Nichols with the offensive board again. And she'll go to the free throw line for her 6th free throw of the quarter. 10 team fouls on Providence Hall. Only 2 on South Summit. And Natalie will get 2 more free throws. Shot is short. No good. And Natalie, now after hitting 3 in a row, has missed 2 in a row. Natalie's shot is good. So 1 for 2 that time. 4 for 6 on the night. Has 4 points. 42-5 lead. 33 seconds left in the quarter. And shots up. No good. Davis with the big board. And she'll bring it up herself, up the center. Goes down low to Vadrine, kicks back to Peterson. South Summit done a much better job controlling turnovers here. Not nearly the defensive pressure they had Saturday night, but probably ought to instill a little bit of confidence into them. 4 seconds. Providence Hall turns it over. Hannah's got 1 time, so she ends both quarters on a desperation half-court shot. Both hit the glass, but no good. And after a pretty convincing first half, obviously, South Summit will go in the locker room leading 43-5. Halftime brought to you today by Intermountain Healthcare, big sponsor of South Summit Athletics. We'll take a big break here. South Summit leading 43-5. Back. South Summit drill team doing a nice job of entertaining us this afternoon. Nice that they're in town as well. South Summit had a great first half. Leads 43-4. Leading South Summit with 14 points. Taylor Reed had. Sierra Davis had 7. Natalie Nichols 4. Rachel Reidalch 2. McKay Wolstenhume 4. Josie Graycheck 4. Hannah Peterson 5. And Jade Snyder 2. So 8 girls in the scoring column for South Summit. Probably these girls won't get much time here in this second half. A few minutes here in this third quarter. My guess is we'll get a bunch of younger girls in. So we start off with Davis, Wolstenhume, Reidalch, Reedhead, and Nichols. This time Providence Hall is going to mix it up, go to a 2-3 zone, changing things up here. Trying to get South Summit to burn a little more time, make them shoot a little more from the outside. Nichols goes inside, turnaround. Looked like good defense there by Providence Hall. It looks like she got her hands down just a little bit. That's a foul on number 11, Sierra Banner. That'll be her 4th personal foul, and she's one of their best players. It'll be a tough one. They may want to give her 6 or 7 fouls. They need her to stay in the ball game.
Yeah, she's a little upset about that one.
She had her both hands straight up.
She did.
I don't know if they're saying she got her with the body or what. Nonetheless, Natalie Nichols gets the free throw. All 5 of Natalie's points come from the free throw line. She's now 5 for 7. And Nichols' second shot, very good, Natalie. 6 for 8 on the night, 6 points for Nichols. 45-4 lead for South Summit.
75%.
That's good shooting for anybody right there, and she's done well. As South Summit now into a man-to-man. Getting a high screen there. And
take.
Nice job. Is up the glass. And we'll Boonya
Kitty.
Boonya Kitty. I wonder what kind of name that is. Boonya Kitty. All right. Inbounding. I guess they got her on the drive instead of the shot, so she'll inbounds. Number 24 will lose it out of bounds. That is Fenwick for the Patriots. Tough break. I thought we were going to see a couple of free throws from Boonya Kitty. And now back in this 2-3 zone. South Summit work their way around. 5 on the perimeter right now. Sierra Davis works her way inside. Nice turnaround jumper.
Good
Beautiful.
shot.
Sierra Davis. Just a little stutter into the lane, then spun to her right, softly up off the glass. That's a shot we need to see a lot of throughout the year. Davis, I think, could do that all day if she wants. Got to get in there low, post big. She got the entry pass from the guard. Finished it off very nicely. Good job there by Sierra. As the Patriots, as you can see, have adjusted a little bit here and have gotten better throughout the game, maintaining possession of the ball, making South Summit work on the defensive end. South Summit started in a nice it was about 3/4 full court pressure. That's an oxymoron. 3/4 pressure. And Reedhead with the missed shot comes out. Taylor decides to slow it up and will run the zone offense for South Summit. Reedhead will drive in, kick off to a wide open 3 by Reidalch. No good. Reidalch misses the bucket, and it'll be a break by the Patriots. Into the lane, nice shot there. Number 4,
Page.
Isabel Page with the glass shot.
Good look down the court by Boonya Kitty to feed her the ball to get her that shot.
Yeah, that looked very nice there by the Patriots. Fast break, softly off the glass, good assist. All the things you want out of a fast break. Skip pass to Reedhead. Reedhead, nice pass into Davis. Sierra shooting very well tonight. Her 11th point, again softly up off the glass. Sierra really likes to use the glass, and I think it's a huge advantage for her as Reedhead steals the ball, and she'll hold it up. I like what Coach Wagstaff's doing, making these girls work on the half-court set. We know they can run the break well. Let's see if they can run some zone offense. They're going to have to do it. Tough teams in the region. Nice pass in there by South Summit. Nichols up off the glass, no good. She's fighting for the board. Her 3rd shot, no good. 4th shot.
Wow.
Good rebound in there by Natalie as Reedhead takes the jumper. Taylor, nice shot. Her first bucket of the night, 16 points in the game. There'll be a timeout by the Patriots. Taylor, good job shooting. Kept alive by the nice rebounding of Natalie Nichols. We got a timeout here at South Summit. Lady Cats leading 51-6. 4:58 left in the third quarter. Patriots will inbound. Trailing 51-6 into the lane. Patriots have been doing better this quarter. I like the adjustments that coach has made. Maintaining possession, better passes, starting to get some good shots up. Boone Yakitty puts up the shot, no good. That one almost bounces around and in. Davis comes down with the board, and South Summit is out on the break. Obviously a conscious effort to slow the ball up, use some clock, work on the zone defense. Goes high post to Davis. Davis goes down low. Nice pass from Wolstenhume. Put the ball on the ground. As you mentioned, didn't need to. Right under the basket. Every time you put that ball on the ground, gives these players a chance to steal it, and that's just what happens.
Steal it, catch up, get ready for a block. Just go straight up with it.
Big one.
You get your steps.
4:11, halfway through this third quarter. Boone Yakitty into the lane. Jumper, no good. Looks like she got deflected a little bit. It'll stay. She was pretty short on the shot. There had to have been a little contact either on the elbow or the ball. And 5 new players for South Summit will check in. Peterson, Snyder, Vadrine, Rogers, and Fitzgerald into the ball game. That may be all we see of those starters. Boone Yakitty inbounds and gets it back from Drews. Boone Yakitty, pretty good little ball handler for the Patriots. She gets tripped up, and there's got to be something there. And good call there by the official.
She's got a left and a right hand. That's good.
She's a natural lefty, shoots with that lefty, but can go either way. And she's very valuable to this team, keeps this offense going. As Boone Yakitty will inbound for the Patriots. They go inside to number 5, Lewis. Lewis looking for help, goes to Boone Yakitty. Off the left-hand side, nice shot there. Boone Yakitty softly up off the glass. That left-handed runner, 51-8 lead for South Summit. Been pretty even throughout this quarter. A couple of good buckets by the Patriots. And made a nice third quarter here for each team. Sydney Vadrine now looking for somebody down low. Goes to Peterson, a little behind her. Hannah does a good job of reclaiming the possession. And Vadrine will back it out for the Wildcats again. Round comes Snyder. There she is. Cole's got to hit her. There it is again to Peterson. Peterson, beautiful pass to Vadrine. Nice job. And Sydney Vadrine gets herself into the scoring column. Nice passing there by the Wildcats. Had a lot of assists this game as well. Sharing the ball. That's the 9th girl to score in this ball game. And Rogers gets the loose ball, and Snyder will bring it up for the Wildcats. Snyder dribbling as that offense gets set up. Fitzgerald waiting for Snyder on the Vadrine on the baseline. Sydney gets into the lane. Nice take, Sydney. Back-to-back buckets by Sydney Vadrine. Her first 4 points of the night, all coming in the last 2 possessions. 55-8 lead for South Summit. And Boone Yakitty pulls it out, goes high post to number 24. Nice move there by number 24, Hannah Fenwick. A little hard off the glass, but a nice shot as she caught high post, turned and faced. Nice jumper. A little hard. South Summit comes down with the board. Considerable improvements this quarter, wouldn't you say, Jeremy?
I would. I mean, it's obvious Wagstaff's pulled off his team a little bit, but you know what? It's good they're all getting practice to run their offense, get their defense set, play a little basketball.
Little 30-second timeout, get a couple of subs in by the Patriots, but like you mentioned, one thing that doesn't change, you still got to shoot the ball, and South Summit is shooting the ball much better. Now they are getting a lot closer looks, but they're certainly not under the pressure they were on Saturday night either.
That's true.
South Summit is heading down to a good tournament down at Enterprise this weekend, which will test them a little bit as region play starts up next week. So the last preseason games this weekend down in Enterprise. So if you want to sneak away, get a little warmer weather down at the St. George area Friday and Saturday before the break ends, chance to get away and watch some good basketball at Enterprise High School. Enterprise, one of the returning favorites, as they were the state champions last year and were nearly upset in the first round by North Summit. North Summit was picked to win that game and just barely came up short. North Summit's going to have a great team this year, which will make a big push for this region championship, and South Summit ought to be right there with them. So we'll see how the region play Shapes out as Bunya Kitty goes in the lane with that left-handed runner. Blocked a little bit by South Summit. Snyder comes out with the loose ball. She'll slow it up again. 1:27 left, third quarter. South Summit has outscored the Patriots 12-4 in this quarter, but a much more respectable score. And ball's knocked away by Bunya Kitty.
What's her first name's Jasmine, right?
Jasmine, yep.
She's having a good game.
She is. Nice jumper there by Rogers. No good. Fitzgerald with a couple offensive boards. Kicks out to Vadrine. Vadrine into the lane, off the glass, no good. And a nice rebound by number 22, Sella. Try that one.
Selavavi.
Selavavi into the ball game. Like we mentioned, all these girls are freshmen or sophomores, so they're getting a rude awakening here to this tough South Summit senior experience team. Another nice drive there by number 2. Longman with the drive. She'll go to the free throw line. Use that left hand well. So some stuff to build on here for the Patriots. Free throws up, a little long, no good. 50.6 seconds left in this third quarter.
It's a good way to get better, Cody. You get freshmen and sophomores playing against seniors for 3 straight years. By the time they're their senior year themselves,
yep, they'll be ready to go. So Sydney Vadrine will bring it up. You know, you could even imagine our seniors and freshmen playing these, or these sophomores and freshmen. Ours playing our seniors would be tough for them as well.
Oh, yeah.
So they're hanging in now. Good free throw there by Salafave. Trying to back cut, going to Snyder. Just a little late, and that will go to the Patriots. Good idea by South Summit. Just a little late on the execution. We're under 30 seconds in this third period. Patriots trying to improve, which they've done here. Nice pass inside to Fave. No good. And the rebound, Sammy Rogers. She pivots out and goes to Vadrine. Chance for one shot, 13 seconds left. See how they utilize this time as they go to Snyder. Snyder's going to dribble baseline. Tries to kick off to Rogers, no good. Scramble for the ball as Peterson gets the loose ball and puts it up. As this buzzer rings, Hannah Peterson with 4 points in the quarter. And South Summit has extended this lead at the end of 3 to 59-9. It'll be Patriot basketball to start this third quarter as they inbounds. Bunya Kitty into the lane. Little jumper looks good. Softly off the iron, no good. Sammy Rogers with a big rebound. Big sophomore checks in for the Wildcats. Will provide some good backup minutes for Sierra Davis, first cousins. And they'll be able to share some time down low. It'll be a good training experience for Rogers, too, as she'll be relied on heavily over the next couple of years. And this year to provide some good backup minutes to Davis as she's getting now. Sydney Vadrine misses the baseline jumper and quickly back for the Patriots. Number 4, Paige, had a nice little game for the Patriots.
Just lost control of the dribble, that's all.
Was a quick advance of the ball as Peterson now will run the point a little bit for Vadrine. She'll hand off to Vadrine. Sydney now guarded closely, doing a good job is Longman. Little back cut to Fitzgerald, good spot, blocked away there. Checking back into this ball game, Banner has checked in. She had 4 fouls. And good for the Patriots to get her back into the ball game. It'll be South Summit basketball as number 15 is checking in for Sydney Vadrine. And that is Cassidy Horton. So Peterson will inbound for the South Summit Wildcats. Goes over to Snyder with the deep threes. No good off the back of the iron. Nice rebound by Hannah Peterson. Peterson, great job as always. Rebounding the basketball. She'll bring it up and clear it for South Summit. And Hannah is trying to go to Snyder. Goes back cut. Ball stolen away. Goes back to Fitzgerald. Over to Horton. Horton up top to Snyder. Snyder deep three is up and good. Jade Snyder softly hits the front of the iron and bangs in off the glass. Good shot by Snyder. Her 5th point of the day. 62-9 lead for South Summit. Bunya Kitty tries to go up. She's going to be fouled. Looks like the ref let her get away a little bit with the travel. It's okay in this game as Bunya Kitty will go to the free throw line. Foul is on number 10 for South Summit. Hannah Peterson, her 2nd personal foul and the 4th team foul on South Summit. Bunya Kitty's shot is up and right down the middle. Good shot by Bunya Kitty. Gets the Patriots to double figures. Checking out will be Hannah Peterson, and in the ball game, another freshman, Amy Lair, will check in for South Summit. So South Summit starting to go very young now as Rogers and Horton knock the ball away from each other. Sammy's got to be a little more assertive on that rebound. Go get it. 6:12 left in the ball game. Bunya Kitty inside to Banner. Bunya Kitty with the jumpers, no good. And hustling to the ball is number 2 Longman. In some trouble in the corner. Little jumper put up by number 10. That's Montgomery. And a fight for the ball down low as Fitzgerald comes out with it and goes to Horton. South Summit on a little break. Amy Lair goes for the three-pointer, no good. Fitzgerald with the board. Fitzgerald now over to Lair. Fitzgerald clears it for South Summit. And Lair now over to Snyder. Snyder's dribbling baseline. Kicks out to Horton. Over to Lair. Trying to find Rogers down low. They try to go to her. Over to Fitzgerald. South Summit trying to work something offensively here. Ball's knocked away.
By Paige. She's having a pretty good defensive game.
Yep, she's played well. And things starting to even out a lot better here. As you got freshmen playing freshmen now. Exception of Jade Snyder. Got 2 sophomores, 2 freshmen, and Jade trying to run the show here for the South Summit Wildcats. Providing a little leadership for this young team. They'll try to go to Jade in the corners, knocked away by Montgomery. 5:04 left. Checking in, number 1, Drews for the Patriots. Inbounding will be Snyder down in the deep corner. They go to Horton for a 3. Look good, just a hair long. Nice hustle by Cassidy on the offensive board. Following her shot, unable to come down with it as Page comes out quickly for the Patriots. Tries to pass off to Banner, and Banner gets the shot. Nice shot, good hustle by the Patriots on the break. She got the loose ball, put it up high. I think she even got bumped, went right down the middle. 62-12 lead for South Summit as they go inside to Rogers. Rogers has the ball stolen away by Bunya Kitty, and the Patriots are on the break. Hustling well down the court, unable to go through the hands of Page, and Fitzgerald will bring it out for South Summit. Like seeing the Patriots pushing the tempo a little bit, getting up the court. Fitzgerald now will go over to Horton. Horton back and forth over to Lair. Lair now dribbles a couple right. Horton trying to find Sammy Rogers down low. Sammy doing a good job posting up. Haven't been able to get her the ball yet. Horton into the lane, and she's going to be fouled. Good take there by Cassidy Horton. She'll go to the free throw line.
It was a very good take. You got to take that ball into the hole. That's basketball.
She put that defender in a tough spot as she had broken down her defender. Had a 1-on-2, and the defender tried to stay with Sammy. Cassidy went up with it. She got fouled from behind. Cassidy's first shot, no good off the right-hand side. And Cassidy will get another chance. It'll be the 10th girl scoring tonight for South Summit if Cassidy could put one of these in. And that's a very good sign. Very deep. And a lot of opportunities to score for this South Summit team. Cassidy's second shot is short, and it'll be Patriot basketball. 3:58 left, halfway through this final quarter. Been a much more enjoyable game to watch here, wouldn't you say, Jeremy?
I sure
this
would.
Last
I mean,
half.
totally different when you got freshmen and sophomores playing freshmen and sophomores.
Yep. All right. Boonya Kitty, little jumper, no good. And nice rebound by Nicole Fitzgerald. Nicole will push it up quickly for South Summit. And she'll go top of the key, looking for somebody down low. Horton wasn't available. Dribbles right. And Snyder comes down with it. Snyder trying to find Horton down low. And Lave knocks it out of bounds for the Patriots.
Like I said when we started the game, Cody, it's just they didn't have a look of confidence. But you know what? The looks on these girls' faces now, they look a lot more confident.
Yep, a lot more comfortable. And up, Sammy. That a girl. Sammy Rogers gets into the scoring column. Now you'll notice she kept the ball high, did not dribble the ball. Mm-hmm. And when you're as tall as Sammy is, that's a huge advantage. She lays it up softly. Great job there by Sammy. Vave tries the jumper, and it's knocked away by South Summit. And trying to hustle to the loose ball is Drew. She's unable to come up with it. And she now will turn it over to South Summit. Horton will bring it up for the Wildcats. Just under 3 minutes left in the ball game. 64-12 lead for South Summit. Amy Lair coming off a back pick. Trying to find Fitzgerald now. Traveling on Snyder. So turnover, South Summit.
Haven't had too many of those today.
No, we haven't. That'll balance out the too many we had Saturday night, hopefully in the stat sheet. Boonya Kitty, good-looking jumper. Little short, rebound to Nicole Fitzgerald. Notice Nicole Fitzgerald is off and around a lot of rebounds as well. Horton, wide open jumper. Get in, Cassidy. Nice shot, Cassidy Horton. And then Cassidy gets on the board for South Summit. Great job there, shooting by the freshman. Future there for South Summit. Out on the court right now is seeing some action in this varsity game. 2 minutes left in the ball game. South Summit been in a zone most of this second half as Cassidy Horton steals the ball away. Over to Snyder. Back pick from Rogers. There's Lair up down low. And they go to Lair, top of the key. She dribbles hard right. Nice shot, Amy. Good looking move as Boonya Kitty comes down with the rebound. It's nice to see these young girls trying to run that offense, getting some good picks in, giving them some good looks. Go cross court to Boonya Kitty, off the glass, no good. And Horton again with the rebound. And Cassidy quickly for South Summit. Will dribble left. And she'll go up to Lair. Over to Snyder. There she is, wide open. I don't know if Coach Wagstaff has said run it all the way through before you pass that, but that first back cut's often been open. Lair with the jumper, no good. Sammy, great job on the rebound, put back. And Sammy Rogers with a couple of buckets in this fourth quarter. Under 1 minute, 68-12 lead for South Summit.
It's amazing when you go soft off the glass how well that works.
I mean, it looks good. Sammy, get those elbows out and rebound. Atta girl. Jump ball. And the possession arrow is going to stay with the Patriots. 44 seconds left. Boonya Kitty inbounding for the Patriots. Goes up high to Fave. Fave over to Drews. And a three-pointer put up by the Patriots, no good. Snyder trying to rebound. And number 10 comes over the back. Montgomery knocks it out of bounds. No foul call. 32 seconds left in the game. South Summit may get one possession left as Horton will bring it up slowly for South Summit.
You know, it's good for these Patriots to play the upperclassmen and get better. But it's also good for South Summit's younger girls to come in and build up some of their confidence as well. That's what's so good about these type of games.
Right. South Summit looks like they're working on the clock burning mode as they're handing off in a little weave back and forth. 4 seconds, 3. Let's see if any of them fire it up. And the goal will late. And it's blocked away by Boonya Kitty. That'll end the ball game. Our first game of the boys-girl doubleheader today ends with a big win for South Summit, 68-12 lead And South Summit with a convincing win after coming off the hard loss Saturday. Get a big win today, headed down to the Enterprise Tournament this Friday and Saturday. So great job, South Summit girls, as they finish the first game of the boys-girls doubleheader again. The boys game is scheduled to begin in 1 hour. We'll see how long they put it off. I know parents are trying to get off work to get here, and we'll see how close to 4 they decide to do that. So you may want to check in from time to time in the next. I'm sure we won't start it for probably at least 20, 30 minutes.
I heard we are starting it early. So.
Okay. Sounds like we're starting it a bit early, so maybe check in 20, 25, 30 minutes, see where we're at. We may be getting started by then. We'll see how much time they put on the clock for the boys. We'll have the camera still going with the time on, won't we?
That's correct.
So you can check on the screen up in the upper right-hand corner. We'll have the time left until we start the next ball game. So it'll be somewhere, my guess is around 3:20 to 3:30. First game in the books. Big win for South Summit girls, 68-12 win. South Summit boys and the Providence Hall Patriots boys game coming shortly. Join us then.